I'm Mira Alvarez, 34, and Christmas used to be my proving ground. For 10 years, I planned, cooked, and stitched my family into one glittering evening. 3 days before this Christmas, a group text from my parents arrived. We think it's better if Mira doesn't come this year. For peace. What gutted me wasn't only the sentence, but the quick thumbs up from my brothers and my aunt. My hands shook. I typed, "Fine, you won't see me again either," and set the phone down like a hot pan. Outside my Lincoln Park window, the city went quietly on without me. Hierarchy was our house language. Leon and Karina Alvarez had 4 children. I was the eldest and therefore the net. If Noah broke a vase, I should have been watching. If Lila needed algebra, send her to Mira. Daniel, the baby, treated chores like electives. "You're the oldest," my father would say, as if it were a prize. I became an event director, paid to anticipate crises and conjure grace. By day, I choreographed galas. By night, I produced family holidays, menus, seating plans, dietary workarounds, gifts wrapped with precision. My apartment was command central. "Mira's so good at this," my mother bragged, never mentioning that most of it went on my card. As the years stacked, gratitude thinned into critique. Keep tradition and Noah called it stale. Change anything, and Lila cried heresy. Daniel contributed opinions after dessert. I kept smiling, recalculating, overfunctioning. That text didn't just uninvite me, it named the truth I'd dodged. In our family, my function mattered more than my presence. The realization landed like a cold bell. Something had to change, and soon, the hours after the text were a collapse. Evan found me barefoot on coffee-slick tile, read the chain, and held me. When I could speak, the story poured out. The promotion to senior director at Lumen Events, the long weeks, the thread I'd glimpsed on Daniel's phone. Family minus M. The way every request for help became proof I was controlling. "Then stop," Evan said. "Let them have Christmas without their engine." Stopping felt like stepping off a moving train. I emailed for 2 personal days, shut the laptop, and opened a map. A lakeside cabin in Wisconsin blinked from the booking site. Stone fireplace, small kitchen, dark pines. I reserved it for the 24th through the 26th. My pulse steadied. When I turned my phone back on, messages swarmed. My mother's sighs, Noah's logistics, Lila's barbs about drama, Aunt Mariella's peacemaker routine. Not one apology. I stared at the storage bin of gifts I'd bought. First edition for Dad, photo album for Mom, headphones for Noah, stockings for Lila's teens, a handmade serving set for Daniel and his wife, and thought about who would actually feel seen. The women at the family shelter said yes, they accepted holiday donations. 2 hours later, Evan and I carried in everything. I retagged each package, for a mom who loves stories, for a teen who needs music, for a new household. Warmth replaced the hollow in my ribs. On Christmas Eve morning, my father called. "Mira, be reasonable. We still need your turkey and the ornament box." "You uninvited me," I said. "That includes my labor." Maturity would mean helping anyway. "Love isn't servitude," I answered, and powered the phone off. We loaded the car and drove toward the snow-bright trees. Snow needled the cabin windows on Christmas morning, muting the world to a hush I'd never known. Evan brewed coffee, then set out a palm-sized pine he'd smuggled along, ribboned and small. "Low effort," he said. "High cheer." We opened modest gifts, ate pastries, and let the fire speak. My body kept waiting for instructions, baste, garnish, referee. When none arrived, the quiet held me. Curiosity finally pushed me to power the phone on. Voicemails, a flood of texts. None an apology. Noah wanted my turkey timeline. Lila asked where the ornaments were. My father warned I was breaking your mother's heart. Then a new message arrived from Sophia, my cousin I mostly saw at holidays. "I saw the chat," she wrote. "It was cruel. You've always been the one holding us together. I'm sorry." Something unknotted. I drafted one email to everyone else. I won't be the family's unpaid staff anymore. If I participate in future holidays, it will be as a guest among equals. That requires acknowledgments of hurt, actual apologies, and shared work. Until then, don't contact me about logistics. I sent it and felt roomy. Evan lit the tiny tree. From my overnight bag, I took the single ornament I'd kept, a small glass star from Grandma Anna, who taught me that hospitality is love, not indebtedness. I hung it on our pocket tree and watched the fire catch its edges. Later, we walked the frozen lake, our breath braiding in white ropes. "What does next Christmas look like?" Evan asked. "Chosen," I said. "Smaller, honest, mine." The word moved through the clean air, and for the first time, Christmas answered back.